when we look at the first film on Bombay, Charles Correa's film, and when you compare and when we see it in the light of her film, it almost sort of seems utopian in a way, like how he's talking and the way he's envisioning Bombay. A lot of it is has worked, a lot of it hasn't worked out, or, the plans at that time. But still, there's a sense of some kind of urban planning that seemed to be happening then. So, how do you look at these two films, and what is your response?
Literally, it's the first film is a bird's eye. I mean, all the shots that you see are the aerial shots. I don't know, he's really focused on that. Uh, that I think that was also the time when uh, Korea still, uh, he was in that phase of nation building, and so he had, so this whole, ideas of welfare state and government participation. He truly believed in that. So this was not what was, I think, promised to them or they believed.
Prasad, you've also done studied changing urban landscapes, and right currently you're working on an installation called demapping. Could you and just a question? I mean, how do you map a struggle like this into your demapping? I mean, does it actually include stories like this, or how do you look at a city?
Um, it was a response um, uh, to the new urge to kind of map the city, and then there are so many people mapping the city, and it was being mapped in so many multiple ways. We worked for Charles Korea in making the new master plan for the milllands. And the discussion that time was, first time a map like that was made, actually. And obviously, the plan was made, and the plan was basically about creating open spaces and museums and cultural spaces in the city. We did several experiments to kind of work with claims and stuff like that. I think from I mean just to kind of pose Ranu's film with the earlier film is those specific questions of claims become very important. I mean, one of the thing that came to my mind is what happened to all those people who were removed from New Bombay to build New Bombay.
Questions or comments, or if you want to share stories.
I want to ask you one question regarding the second film. When the Sambhu was struggling, what about the rest of the worker? I mean, what happened to them?
You have seen in the film that people are really being evicted from that place, and after they lose the job and they went back. Most of the people, they went back to their original land, and as a few people, they have migrated to other state also. It's the right place, and they have shifted their profession from they become vegetable, they're selling vegetable, they are become the um, shopkeeper or whatever, that they have changed the profession.
The sequence in the film where I think it's during the court case when the lawyer speaking and Shambhu says that yeah, they are also workers, but my case is separate. So that is something which sad because it continued to be a lone battle, and whether we don't know the details.
Neeraj, I think that when you were comparing it with the mill and workers movement here, this is the difference in the political situation of the states. Since I happen to be from that state, that political parties are far more active and vital in the socio-political life of Calcutta than in Bombay. In a sense, it's not only in terms of election. I mean, you are either this or that. So that you were saying that left and little bit of right and little bit of socialist coming together and making a mixture program is impossible to think of in West Bengal. I was thinking that only you, I mean, more than any other filmmakers maybe, because you are equally a filmmaker and a cinematographer, and then you were teaching somebody who belongs to a completely different logic of aesthetics, teaching that person to use the same machine that you use. So something else may have come up and only you could accommodate it in your film. So I missed it.